teams have been playing for more than a century in the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Badgers will put total leather and will get started. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Runs through the tackle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bull here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry, Palmer, I guess you need a good trophy to go with.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these trophy games, and now we're adding new ones to the mix. I'm all for it, man. Big brass bull and a stand. Good news is both of these teams, Wisconsin and Iowa, they've got a lot of big linemen that can carry that 70-plus pound trophy back to their trophy stand if they win.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Working on the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Trying to slam in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Moulton. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Powers through the defender.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 70-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Showing off the arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll go right back to the run. Shows him the stiff arm. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another 1st down.
I mean, it's just crazy, the list of guys they've had play here in Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll try the right side. He breaks a tackle. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. Thrust that arm out. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different.
Get to the first quarter 14, man. My way to
they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Snagged in the middle, it's Anthony. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Badgers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, going to the air. Rushes on him. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Leaves it with the running back.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gibb. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. Fighting off the defender. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking in this point.
Yeah, Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Edwards. Caught over the middle. It's Mason. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Acker. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Gonna run it. It's Dupree. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really good looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Phillips.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Iowa! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll go to the ground. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime.
You never want to make a mistake right before the half and change the momentum of the football game. So I get it. Sometimes you want to be patient. Sometimes you want to be a little bit conservative, and obviously they're taking the conservative route.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking left. He misses his man. The accuracy just...
I was wondering when that was coming. I was wondering when that was coming. Oh, buddy.
What it needed to be on that play.
Yikes.
This is going to be a key look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
Oh, snap, Billy. You have been sacked.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Powers through. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover three. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Using his legs, it's Patterson. Turning it on. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Hawkeyes have a lot of options on second and inches. Power football with the run. Hard running there. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Iowa has extended its lead as they try to take hold of the Heartland Trophy.
Iowa taking over now in the second half of this game. Offense and on defense, they are imposing their will, David. They want this Heartland Trophy back.
They want to go get it. They want some bragging rights. Both these programs, obviously close to each other, familiar with each other, kind of have the same DNA, but only one team gets bragging rights.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackler.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Can't get him to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hawkeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The kick is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. To go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And they sniff that draw out. When a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Dupree. Lights off a defender. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along.
Going into the fourth quarter here, 35-7.
For a massive fourth quarter comeback.
Oh, the defense has been playing really, really good today for me. Just trying to get out of here.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole.
It's still
He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's a draw. Oh, better look out. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Handoff to the lone back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the handoff, it's Washington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They go to the counter. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He'll run it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Punt is on its way.
The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed to spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Consecutive punts. We'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Might as well give it to him again.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Washington. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It'll be 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And
offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitched down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The give on the counter. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
It looks like we'll go ahead.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Man, this is solid right here. Solid outing by the boys. Was able to get in here and get the win.
Try to grab the brass ring.
Bringing the cholo back to the crib. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For Dave Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
3-3 on the season. We left no doubt this week, bro. We left no doubt this week, bro. And did what we needed to do to get the win. And 28-7 at the half. There was no doubt that he was going to go ahead and pull away. And man, he was able to run that wheel for real if he wanted to. But we already know that 35-point rule is in effect for a reason. But let's get over here and let's look at the stats for the game. Pretty solid outing for real. And I'll find that some run plays, but hey, that's the price you pay when you hey, this is one of them leagues where you can just give somebody the business. Supposed to be spreading it out, but when you get that clock and move, it is what it is. 4 turnovers forced for the day. 4. Yeah, that's absolutely. Forced on the day. This quarterback just couldn't get nothing going. No red zone for the Wisconsin at all. That just lets you know what kind of they after possession. He really been at the ball for 1 quarter, 58 seconds. Let's move on to the player stats, man. Let's move on to the player stats. Let's look at what Iowa was able to do today. Brown had a quiet day, 6 from 9, 121. And the day, no tutties, no interceptions, 30 long. And he was able to get that on the popping. And then the running backs, man, by committee, run by committee. I think they said 45 runs. That's what they said. Yeah, 45 runs ran today. Moulton had the bulk of it. 160 yards on the day, 2 tutties. From my boy Addison. Hey, this boy right here, 11 kills, 49 yards, 8 broken tackles. I know the dudes in the chat. You'll see this on video and look at that stat and be like, dude, that is ridiculous. But a grand total of 22 broken tackles by the squad today. That is a good stat line right there. I like that. 22 broken tackles. Let's get it. You feel me? 39 was the longest on the day. But man, Patty. Oh boy, Patty. And then over here in the wide receiver court, man, Wedge being led all receivers with 2 catches, 52 yards on the day. 30 long. No drops for him. But that was the squadron that day for some other pieces. Get some touches today. But anyway, moving on. Block. Boy, quit playing. That's gotta be a game record right there, quick. 15 pancakes. No sacks allowed. 15. Hold on now. You talk about clearing space, bruh. Goodness gracious. 15 pancakes on the day. Led all blockers for the day. And then let's get over to this diggity defense. All. So let's get to this. Got a Teddy right there. Look at flexes over there. Scroll down and see who you got. And one. We got 2 picks today. Okay, baby. I see you. Okay. Good on it, big. And 1. Then on the field goal front, man, we was 5 for 5 for extra points on the day. We didn't do any field goals. We could have, but we'll say that for a rainy day. 6 kickoffs, 5 touchbacks. My team. Hopefully do the 4 points on the day. Kick return. We have 1 kick return from my boy Wedge. And then no punt returns. That's it. That's that. So them boys from Iowa was able to get it done today. And that's all I got for that, bro. Until next time, man. Peace, love.